CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, very excited because we have your Season 68 Day 1 path. Also, guys, I want to make sure, if you haven't already, make sure, if you're looking for a task force, check out Chicken Chips, Chicken Chips 2, and Chicken Chips 3. I'll figure out the spelling for you exactly. And Mr. Duff, I got you today. We're going to be going over how to get, where to spend your first 300 tech to get to engine room number 2. So I'm just going to quickly pull up the task forces here so you guys can see them. But Chicken Chips is the main one. So that one, typically we bring up people from Chicken Chips 2. I think you have to put a capital C. Is that what it is? Chicken Chips 2. No? Okay. Well, just look for it in the comments. I'll pin the name to search. Actually, it might be spaced. Is that it? I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but... Chicken Space Ships 2. A lot of chicken ones. Anyways, I'll post them in the comments. You guys check this out. If you want to join a good warship-oriented task force with lots of good guys, make sure you check out Chicken Chips 2, and Chicken Chips number 3. It's just Chicken Chips 3. So, we're going to be starting this one off from 0 to show Mr. Duff exactly what we need to get 300 tech points. So, first things first, we'll go over the path in a second. Well, we're kind of doing that as we do this. So, we want to max out our landing crafts. Obviously, that's going to be something that we're going to want to do each and every single season. That goes without saying. Flares are to be determined if we need them just yet, because if we're using Hidden Warriors or if we're using Proto Rifles, we don't know out of the gates if we necessarily need flares. What we do know is we need defense. We need things to stop them. So we can max out our flamethrowers, we can max out our machine guns. That's going to be a good investment for sure. Next, we got to make the choice. Now, the thing is, everything in these two, top path and bottom path, everything looks good. Thank you, Mr. Hammerman. Yes, we can only choose one of the options there. But what I'm thinking is the only thing that is up in the air is Sniper Tower. And Hidden Warriors are probably going to be better than Clone Riflemen. But Clone Riflemen are going to be better later on. Even like later on, I mean like 40R. I don't mean like at the end of the tech tree. They might still be viable. Clone Riflemen are very, very strong, especially when there's a lot of splash defenses. So I think we want to go Clone Rifles first. You know, it's 16 keys if we got it wrong. And, you know, we might need both. I don't know. But I'm going to go bottom path, I think. Day 1, guys. We're going to go mortars. Max those puppies out, too. And that's giving us... Well, we actually need 400 tech level. But that's going to give us more than enough tech by the time that we get there. So we'll probably want to start off with explosive drones. And then switch to Crystal Shield Projector, depending on how fizzly it is. But we've got that option. I mean, if we need to go back here, we can switch it just for time. It's not the end of the world. And we probably want to go Sky Shield because we do have flares rated at the beginning. And we'll probably need them. So, I mean, we'll put them to tick 3. And then we can go to 3 ER. Okay, so I think that's a pretty safe route for your opening day festivities. Now, the next question is, do we want to go ahead or do we want to get everything in 2 ER first? So, what is ahead? We've got 5, and then we've got the landing craft boost. I mean, yeah, ideally we want to get to Rodero sooner than later. We want to get to the heavy chopper sooner than later. They're really far. We are going to have to take this negative node no matter what. So, I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking if, you know, it's a 4-week season too. So we're making slower progress than normal. So keep that in mind. And the engine rooms cost more. 60 keys. This one was 40 keys, I think, instead of, what is it usually, 30, something like that. So I'm more of the mindset, I think we do want to go back. I think we do want to add troop health. I think we do want to get mines, for sure. Mines are the strongest thing in 2. So, I mean, if you make your path Hidden Warrior, Sniper, Mine, just based on that, that's fine too. I just think this is a little bit better, and we can skip Sniper Towers for right now. So we're going to have a lot of mines to work with. Then we got heavies, which is good, because we can mix in some heavies, maybe with the riflemen, maybe not. Cryo tank, too slow, going to be useless. Mechs, too slow, going to be useless. Grenadiers, we have to get them. And we can go tanks or GBE, or we can go more defense. Maybe a damage amp at this point, maybe some rocket launchers. That could be pretty sweet. And I think that puts us, at a pretty solid, this is going beyond day one at this point, but, we got to look at the decks too. Like, these are very large decks, so it's going to be difficult for, it's going to be difficult to split this up with the Warriors on a smaller deck. Obviously, Warriors are going to be a little bit better, but we don't really have anything to deal with mines. We do have the Crystal Shield Projector, so that and Hidden Warriors could be really strong. So it really depends on what troop ends up being better, the other unlocks that you want to go with, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And if we keep in mind the stats for the season of everything being balanced, that's going to play a big factor into it as well. But I mean, as of right now, going into 4, we only have troop health. There's nothing else. We could look at upgrading the gunboat. We could look at adding brick. Brick might be a great option early on, with either Iron Will or Battle Orders and the Crystal Shield. That could spell out some trouble. So next up, as we move forward this way, let's just take a second and look at, what we want to be kind of aiming for our diamond push, because everything we do on day 1, it's just kind of putting us in position, to make diamond early, right? That's what we want to do. We obviously want to make gold on day 1, which I think you can do regardless of the path you take for the most part. So landing craft boost 26 plus 4, and that gives us a level 26 landing craft with a troop capacity of 30. And if we look at heavy choppers, they have an 11 reserve size, so that means exactly 2 will fit onto the landing crafts. We go over here, it'll be 2 rocket choppers on the landing crafts as well. So no change to rocket choppers, but you can have 8 rocket choppers with 8 heavy choppers, which is pretty crazy. So you probably only need 2 heavy choppers and then 6 rocket choppers. You're going to play that strategy, but anyways, I think rocket choppers will be kind of the first goal for most people, because that gets us you away from riflemen or warriors. And I don't know, with mines, with boom mines, typically we've always seen this happen, where it looks like there's not a lot of defenses, and then the season comes out and there's a ton of defense, and defense is really strong. So just be aware of that. Lots of negative nodes here for anything that you want to pick. I'm just wondering, does this boost? No. So I'm trying to find where the defensive boost is, because I have not seen that just yet. But apparently we can boost up our machine guns and our flamethrowers. There's Rodero for 48 keys. Holy smokes. That is very expensive. Increases the amount you can build. Okay, that's not a boost. I don't know, guys. I'm not seeing the... Wait, is that it? Gives the building additional level boost. Ah, okay. So this will boost it. The reason they did this is because it's HQ 27 now, right? And I guess they didn't code it into the game that a maxed out machine gun is a maxed out machine gun on the main base, so they gave them these boosts, same with the landing craft, in order to get them up to the max level. So you're paying for the max, you're paying for the boost, but in reality it's still technically just the max, although the max is higher than it is without it. So it's interesting, but yeah, so there's your season 68. I almost said 36. Long ways away. Day 1 path, guys. Let me know in the comments. What are you thinking? Are you leaning towards something else? Is it going to be pretty similar to this? You guys let me know down below in the comments. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next one. Chicken out. Back.